The first time humanity encountered the MERS, they lost half of Earth's coastal cities in a single day. Admiral Wilson stood on the bridge of the UES Intrepid, watching the holographic display of what remained of Sydney. The azure waters of the harbor, once teeming with pleasure craft and cargo ships, now housed the glistening silver-blue warships of the MERS. These aquatic aliens had emerged from the deepest trenches of Earth's oceans, places humans had barely explored, with technology that made humanity's greatest achievements look like children's toys. Status report, Wilson demanded, his weathered face illuminated by the display's blue glow. The MERS have deployed their sonic cannons against Mumbai, replied Lieutenant Park. Casualty estimates are in the millions. Wilson closed his eyes. 5 years of conflict, and humanity had yet to win a single significant engagement. The MERS' biological weapons, engineered sea creatures that could survive on land for hours, had decimated inland refugee centers. Their water manipulation technology could create tsunamis at will, drowning entire regions. Sir, Park continued, Command has authorized deployment of the GOD system. Wilson's head snapped up. The Gravitational Orbital Defense System. That's still experimental. It's all we have left, sir. The GOD system was humanity's final desperate gambit. 8 satellites positioned in geosynchronous orbit, designed to manipulate gravitational fields with precision. Initial tests had been promising but unpredictable. Wilson had opposed its deployment, arguing it needed more development, but Command had overruled him. Very well, Wilson said quietly. Begin countdown. Deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, Admiral Thalassa of the MERS observed the human defenders with cold contempt. Her translucent skin shimmered in the bioluminescent lighting of her command center. Around her, other MERS operated their consoles with fluid, 6-fingered hands. The land dwellers are retreating further inland, reported Commander Neris, her second in command. Their naval forces are utterly decimated. As expected, Thalassa replied. They cannot hope to match our mastery of water. She gestured toward a holographic globe, zooming in on the eastern seaboard, North America. Prepare the Leviathan for deployment in New York. The Leviathan was the pride of the Mer fleet, an engineered sea creature the size of an aircraft carrier, capable of generating tsunamis and equipped with sonic cannons that could level skyscrapers. Admiral, Nereus suddenly said, his voice tense, we're detecting unusual energy readings from Earth orbit. Thalassa frowned. The humans have no significant space presence left. These are not conventional energy signatures. They appear to be gravitational anomalies. Before Thalassa could respond, the ocean around them began to change. On the Intrepid, Wilson watched as 8 indicators turned green on his display. GOD system fully operational, sir, Park announced. Targeting parameters locked on MER concentrations worldwide. Execute, Wilson ordered. 8 satellites fired simultaneously, invisible beams converging on Earth's oceans. The physics were complex, manipulating gravity to affect water molecules differently than other matter. The goal was to neutralize the MER's advantage by temporarily changing the properties of water itself. No one expected what happened next. The oceans began to glow, not from the surface, but from within. A deep, primordial blue-green light that seemed to pulse with intelligence. Communications erupted across all channels, both human and MER. Sir, Park shouted, the GOD system, it's not just affecting the water, it's awakening something. The holographic displays showed it happening globally. The oceans were responding not just to the gravitational manipulation, but beyond it, as if the GOD system had accidentally triggered something dormant in Earth's waters, something ancient and aware. In her command center, Thalassa watched in horror as the waters around her vessel began to coalesce into what could only be described as faces, enormous, fluid visages stretching hundreds of meters across, formed from the ocean itself. What is this human trickery? She demanded, but there was fear in her voice now. The water faces spoke, not in sound but directly into the minds of all MERS simultaneously. Asterisk, we were here before you evolved. We are the consciousness of Earth's oceans dormant for eons. The humans' gods have not created us, they have merely awakened us. Asterisk. On land, Humans heard it too, not as words, but as understanding blossoming in their minds. The message reached Wilson and his crew with perfect clarity. Asterisk, the oceans are not weapons to be wielded. They are life itself. Both species have forgotten this truth. Asterisk. Sir, Park whispered, what's happening? Wilson had no answer. The displays showed the phenomenon spreading. The intelligent water was neutralizing mer technology wherever it touched, rendering their weapons inert. In the weeks that followed, humanity learned the truth. Earth's oceans had harbored a distributed consciousness since the planet's formation. A networked intelligence spread through the molecular structure of water itself. It had been dormant, dreaming through the eons, until the combined technologies of human and mer had disturbed its slumber. The ocean entities, which humans called the gods, though they had no name for themselves, enforced a peace. They disabled the weapons of both sides and established a new equilibrium. The mers were permitted to remain in the oceans but were forbidden from attacking land. Humans were allowed to use the seas, but never to exploit them. Wilson stood on a beach in what was once Indonesia, watching the sunset reflect off the newly reconstructed coastal city. Nearby, a delegation of mers had emerged from the water for the first official peace talks. Their arrogance was gone now, replaced by a wary respect. "Admiral," said Park, now his chief diplomat, "the mer representatives are ready." Wilson nodded. Humanity spent so long looking to the stars for higher intelligence, we never thought to look beneath the waves of our own world. As if in response, the water at the shoreline pulsed with a gentle blue light, a reminder that they were being watched, and that the ancient guardians of Earth's oceans would enforce the peace between its younger children. The war of water had ended, not through victory, but through intervention, and all species involved were better for it.